Primrose Couture Events is a more um, I would say, yeah, high-end quality company. We service a variety of clientele. We have our baby showers, our weddings, our bar mitzvahs, and of course, we have some really elite celebrity clientele. And I'm so proud of where we've come and how we've gotten ourselves to a point where people are requesting our services opposed to us searching for clientele. So yeah, we're doing good. We have been in business now for approximately 2 and some change years, and it's so astonishing even to me what we've accomplished in the 2 years, because I know for a fact there are some people who have been in business maybe around 10 years and they haven't, gotten the type of clientele that we have and the type of frequency in booking clients, because it's really hard to book clients. That's one thing everyone will say. When doing event planning, it's extremely hard to get people to trust your vision and, what you can deliver to them. The steps we took to start Primrose Couture Events were truly just simple steps. First, we needed to know what our, market needed, our target market needed. Things like, getting a brand manager. We need to make sure we had a brand manager so she can even advise us on what that target market might like. We made sure we had a beautiful logo. I think in my world, a beautiful logo can really sell your company, and it instills a sense of trust in your brand. So that's one of the things. And we wanted to make sure our back end was together, things like contracts and taxes and stuff. And I'm still learning as I go along. There's a lot of things that a lot of small companies lack at times, why they fail, because your back end needs to be extremely secure. What inspires me for each event and the vision is that most of the time I like to do my research. I like to look up textures and colors and places where they sell certain things just to get the client's vision. But I mean, I can be anywhere and something might inspire me. Trees, anything. I've shopped in so many places and I can transform anything that's inexpensive into something so amazing and so couture and, high end. Some of the challenges that I faced on my entrepreneurial journey are things like making sure I secure clients. That's probably one of the biggest struggles, I think, for any business. Trying to get people, of course, to trust what you're doing. And then there's things like making sure that we please each client. I hate to leave an event or, speak to a client and they feel as though, we didn't do satisfactory or excellent work. I always strive for excellence. There's things like making sure our tax forms are together, things like collecting money in a really good fashion and making sure that we have a good, pipeline and flow. But that's one of the major things. And of course, the little things like making sure all my vendors are there on time. That's probably the most stressful thing. I think making sure that when we have 2 hours to set up, you're there in that time frame so that I can make sure that I, finish on time. On time. That is the biggest problem in event planning, being on time. I'm always on time, and I get flustered when I'm not on time or when someone else isn't on my timeline. One of the biggest milestones that we've, achieved is, I could say, we did a Jeezy event. He had a album release. And I mean, maybe a year ago, I would have said Nene Leakes, because that was just so amazing. She had what did she have? A Broadway debut. And I remember it was just such a different world. And I remember feeling like I had arrived and the spotlight was on me, honey. But now, the Jeezy event, why that was so amazing to me was that someone actually saw what we did, understood the worth of our services, We were paid well, we got so many referrals from it. And I remember feeling as though, again, that we just, did our best. And we felt appreciated. That's what it was. I think it was the appreciation for the time and the struggle. Because it took us 3 hours to finish that event? To put it together, actually. 3 hours to put it together. So when you're so stressed and you put something together in just, a small time frame, you need people to notice the strength of your work. There are so many things that I can advise a lot of, upcoming event planners, decorators. I think what I wish that someone would have said to me was, yes, you have talent, girl. You're great. You're awesome. But let's get these contracts together. And let's make sure that the tax man doesn't come for you. Let's make sure that your clients have, the right pieces of work to sign. Sometimes there's things the little things that people totally miss. When we clean up events, there are times when things are missing. So I noticed that our inventory has changed. We could be making way more money if I would have been charging people at the time. Sometimes I wish that right before I started it, I could have interned somewhere and saw how other people ran their event planning businesses. Because then we could have saved on, so many missing items. Yeah, like crowns and etc. What everyone should look forward to in 2017 from Primrose Couture events are things like more emphasis on the brand. We are now currently working with a couple people to get our brand extremely exclusive. We are working on a couple really high-end dinners. I'm so excited about those things. We're changing Primrose, well, not even changing, we're evolving into more of a bigger brand. We're working on these things, and everyone should look forward to seeing greatness from us.